Hello, guys. How are you doing? I hope you're fine, just like I am. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my space. This is Flozy Wangoi. I hope you're fine, like I am. And I'm here anyway. If you're here for the first time, thank you for passing by. Please consider subscribing and being part of the family. If this is the second, your third, your fourth time to be here, hi. Okay, so let me get into this video. So on 29th of January, that's when I had my appointment for my C-section delivery of my son. My son is now 1 month and almost 2 weeks old. So I gave birth on the 29th of January, and I thank God that the process has been fine. I thank God the aftermath of the C-section was also very smooth. I didn't have any hiccups. The healing process for myself and the warming up to the presence of my little boy and bonding with him, breastfeeding, the ups and downs of new mom, the second time. I'm glad it's the second time. It is never a norm. Getting my firstborn daughter and now that I have my secondborn son, the experience is totally different. And every child comes with their own fair share of hiccups, ups and downs. There are the happy times, there are the not so happy times as well. So you have to warm up to both sides of the story. So it's been a journey. I'm glad that the past month and the 2 weeks we've been okay. So in 2 days we'll be going to our first clinic, the 6 weeks clinic for my baby, and I have had the times that I have had my appointments to go for my checkups. You know, when it's CS delivery, it's not like the normal delivery. Let me tell you. When I was growing up or when I was imagining myself becoming a mother, I always wanted to be like the strong Hebrew women delivering my child normally. But from the experience of my firstborn daughter, I got my firstborn daughter when I was past the days, 42 weeks and 2 days. I actually took myself to the hospital. Mimi sikuwa na feel kitu at G contractions or at G labor. I actually, let me tell you, I have no idea how labor looks like. Sijui hizo contractions mtu usikiaje. Sijui maji imetoka maji. Inaitwaje? I have no idea. I don't know. So with my firstborn daughter, after going through past the days, I took myself to the hospital. I was like, the naivety of the first child. Hujuangi, unaanza wapi, unamalizia wapi. So I took myself to the hospital. And going to the hospital, the first thing they did was to do a scan, ultrasound. And remember, I am way past the days. I didn't know that nikipitisha 40 weeks, nafaa kwenda hospitali. Ama, of course, the due date is plus or minus 2 weeks, yeah? So when I went past 42 weeks, I was like, okay, the plus or minus has already elapsed. So on the second day of the third extra week, ndio nilijipeleka hospitali. And the nurses were hard on me. I think, anyway, kutojua ni kubaya, but that's an experience with any and every kind of delivery. I mean, any and every kind of pregnancy. You do not know. Kwanza mtoto wa kwanza, haujuangi. So when I took myself to the hospital, they did the ultrasound and they confirmed that the baby is fine. However, the heart rate of the child was really low. It's supposed to be around 130, 134. But my baby was, it was 97 heart rate. So they told me the heart rate is really low. They can't dare induce me into labor because they don't know if the heart rate of the child will persevere the process of labor. So the easiest way out, or the safest way out, because it was an emergency, because they did the ultrasound twice in a difference of 2 hours. So the first 2 hours, my child's heart rate was 103. After 2 hours, they did the ultrasound again. My baby's heart rate, my daughter's heart rate at that time was 97. So it was really going down and down and down quickly, and I'm not in labor. I'm not feeling any kind of contractions or what. So they were asking me, are you feeling anything? Mimi nawaambia mimi sijui mnaongea kuhusu nini. I am perfectly fine. Nasikia mtoto ana move. Nasikia tu niko sawa. Sisikii contractions, sisikii anything. Ati sijui, even when they checked, you know, when they went to check kama nimefunguka, there was nothing. And then now they took me to the emergency room for the CS theater. And in the preparations, they checked me again. If I'm doing this, if you're a mother, you know what I mean. And they're telling me, sijafunguka. However, wakiangalia, when the nurse now was checking, ananiambia ametoka with greeny things on their your glove. So ananiambia mtoto amepupu. I'm like, mtoto amepupu, like ndio ufike hapo, si unakuanga sasa umeendelea kwa hii process ya delivery, but I'm not feeling anything. So wananiambia into those hizo intervals. Mimi nawaambia si feel intervals zozote. I actually don't know what you're talking about. So they took me to the CS, and that's when I had my first daughter through CS at 11:15 p.m. Funny enough, the second born son, I got him at 11 a.m. It was on a Monday. The other one was also born on a Monday. I am just glad. But anyway, so I went through the healing process for my firstborn daughter. And 3 years down, now 29th of January, I got my second-born son. And I am glad. The process has been fantastic. So there are so many lessons that you learn with CS section, especially the healing process. I think I'll do an extra video about that. But for the people that have been asking me, Flozi, where are you? Flozi hatukuoni. Oh, Flozi, what's going on? You know, with me, I don't usually go out so much when I'm expectant. But this time around, I had 2 or 3 songs when I was pregnant. And people, hey, watu mnajua kuangalia. Mnajua kuangalia sana. But I'm glad that I am fine. And so is my baby. So it's a lot of hydration, as you can see. I have to hydrate a lot. I have to take a lot of beverages and eat a lot, you know, feed, not like big chunks, but little by little, many times, so that for the ease flow of milk for breastfeeding my son. And the process has been fantastic. I thank God for the support system around me. And I was so happy to see my daughter's reaction to seeing her little brother, and she was so excited. Right now she's very protective of her brother, and she has really warmed up to him, and she really loves him. Anywhere you find my daughter, she will tell you, tuko na katoto kanaitwa Jabali. So I am glad to be a mother of 2, Mama Juanita and Mama Leon Jabali. So you will meet them very soon. So I just want to give you that update of my life, and ask you to please consider subscribing if you haven't, because there's so much going and there's so much I'll be bringing to you. So stick around. Don't be a stranger here. So this is me, Flozi Wangoi. Thank you for creating time to watch this to the very end. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't.